Hello, good evening, class.
Good evening.
Nice to see you. So for this topic, there is a statement that online class is easier than offline class. Did you agree or disagree? For me, I agree. When online class is easier than offline class because I think when you are teaching in Zoom in front of your laptop, you don't need to raise your voice up rather than in online class. And when there is an assignment for your student, you just give it to the Google Classroom, and if you cannot attend the class, and you simply giving them tasks in Google Classroom and giving the deadline. That's it.
Any question? Question? For example, that if you couldn't get the strong point of your teaching explanation, how to solve your problem?
Because I already joined another course for my lesson. I just simply ask my mentor in the course, or I search it in Google, or maybe I can ask the teacher like what the meaning of this. That's it.
Okay. That you have besides that you study at formal, that you study non-formal as your mentors, or what about the others if they don't do like that? How to solve? For example, that you don't study at another place.
It's difficult.
You ask your friend,
Yeah, I
ask your neighbor.
ask my friend, ask everyone that I feel like they can solve my problem.
Okay. Any question? Don't have question. Okay. Brian? Any question? No. Okay, thank you, Ray.
Hello, good evening. Nice to see you.
Good evening, nice to see you too.
For about this topic, I disagree for the statement because I think the statement doesn't work. Why? Because if sometimes Zoom, like I'm a be teacher and you will be a student. If like either explain the formula or material, of course you are off cam and just the teacher is on cam. Like the teacher is like talking one, yeah. And I know what I feel a teacher, and like the student is on cam, but the student is like scrolling TikTok, eating, sleeping, yeah, playing game maybe.
Marco habit, yeah?
No, yeah, like me too. And maybe like if the teacher ask to the student, you are like acting like my connection is bad. Yeah. And maybe like if you get a question, you leave the Zoom, but after that join again. And I think that doesn't work. So why I like study offline, because you can meet your friend, you can interactive with your friend, like some like if have a
You can focus on your girlfriend.
maybe yeah. Yeah, maybe like if you don't know the question, you can ask to your friend. So that's like make relation. Yeah, you can communicate your friends. So if the Zoom, you just see see the face and just communicate with microphone. I think it's not fun. Yeah, that's it.
That's strong point. Any question? You like online. He dislike online because he cannot touch the subject, the material, the friend, the teacher, like that. Okay. Any question? It means if you couldn't understand, you ask your teacher directly, yeah. For example, when your teacher explain about the subject, the material of the subject, you couldn't get the strong point, you ask directly, or you ask your neighbor, you ask your friend beside you, or behind you, or in front of you. The first that you ask your teacher or you ask your friend.
Ask Google. Yeah, I think, or maybe ask to my teacher. Maybe like if I don't get answer from Google, I can ask to my teacher or friend.
The first that you ask your teacher or ask Google.
Google.
And after that you ask teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. The best way, if there is problem, ask Mbak Google.
Google first.
If Mbak Google is stupid, ask the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any?
I have a question for Brian.
Yeah, Brian. Have
Brian, you said that when you didn't get a strong point of the material that your teacher has already shared to you before, you said that you're going to ask Google first, right? Google first. Google is your 911. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it mean that it should be online teaching then? Because you use Google instead of your teacher.
Yeah.
Right? if you go with the offline teaching,
don't use Google.
he should have asked his teacher,
But, yeah.
right? Directly, hey sir, hey man, what's the point of this, blah blah blah, or your friend around you, right? But if you still put Google as your first help, first aid, first 911, then why don't you choose the online method one?
I think because I have handphone. So why I don't want to use? Because I think Google is everything. Yeah.
So it means that you don't trust your teacher, you don't trust your friend, you think they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, any question?
I think Google is more stupid than your friends or teacher. Sometimes the answer in Google is wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's really wrong. When I search for the answer of my exercise, many number is wrong because of Google.
Yeah, I think if not all of my answer is from Google. Like math, I try it by myself. After that, I checking on Google. If the answer is not sure, I can ask to my friend, ask to my mother.
My mother?
Yeah, my mother can solve the math. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good evening. Nice
Good
to see you.
Evening, nice to see you too.
For this topic, I just disagree because if I teach online, maybe I say for Brian, many student is not on camera or Zoom meeting, and then I don't know, my student misunderstand or no understand for this material, and then maybe teach online is more difficult than teach offline, because if I take for the Zoom meeting, I can teach for my student. And then if I teach online, I cannot.
What do you say?
If I have a question for my students, if I have a question, my student cannot answer my question, and that's it. Any question?
Okay, it means the strong point if the teacher is gaptek.
Yeah.
Yeah, cannot use. Yeah, same like me. I dislike teaching online because that wastes my time. Okay. And so the strong point, you like teaching offline, conventional like this, and you can explain directly. Okay. Any question, Brian?
How to say terganggu?
Huh?
How to say terganggu?
Disturb.
Disturb.
If you in offline class, are you don't feel disturbed when the many student is talking